Okay, if you've already watched our case studies video, I don't have to spend another few minutes going through all of our client accounts, but I've attached just a few of the screenshots of all of our case studies and client success that we've had. All of the systems I'm going to go through in this short video is exactly how we get such a low qualified cost per lead, cost per booking, and a low CPA for the companies that we work with. And just know that if you want to take this and use it yourself, you totally can. But also know that we install all of these systems for companies and work on a heavily performance basis. So I'm going to show you exactly how to do this for your own company and what most people are skipping when they either try to scale their own ads or they hire someone to scale their own ads. So the two phases that we go into, obviously we have to do all of the building and preliminary research and offer creation before we jump into the optimizing and launching actual creatives and ads. Here's the thing. Most companies, whether they're doing it in-house or they're hiring people to do it for them, this first phase, it takes them only a couple days. They skip so much because it's for them, it's just an intake form. They learn about the offer, they put together some creatives, that they use templates, yada, yada, yada. And then they jump right into the optimization, but what they don't realize is that they skipped so many crucial steps before you ever launch ads in order for them to actually work and yield a great return. So I'm not going to go through each block here. I'll link the this whole Figma presentation underneath this video so you can read through it yourself and get all of the specific nuggets. What I am going to do though, if it lets me, is I'm going to go through each step. So the actual offer creation, I get so many people coming to me and saying, I've got this great company, blah, blah, blah. What they don't realize is that their offer actually sucks. A good offer solves a specific problem in a new way with good pricing, a good actual offer with a good risk reversal. And essentially the core formula that we like to use is dream outcome plus perceived likelihood of achievement plus however long it will take, aka the shorter it takes the better, minus effort and sacrifice required equals the offer value. So when we get on calls with potential clients, we look at their offer. If it sucks, we tell them we refine it. If they're not willing to refine it, then we do not work with them. Because when you have a crap offer, let's say, it is so much harder to get good results from your paid advertising. But when you have a really, really good offer, then everything else falls into place. So we get that locked in first. Number two, me and my team on your behalf go and do very, very, very in-depth industry research into your specific niche, the target audience you're trying to speak to, your ideal client profile. We put together a very in-depth research doc that we use as the basis and the foundation for all of our ad creative and copywriting. Once we've done that, we study based on your industry and based on your niche, what are the top 1% of competitors and people doing, and how can we come in and create a unique spin so that ours comes out on top of all of your competitors. And then we create them. We start with static images to test copywriting because copywriting is what actually does the selling. It's not how cool the creative is or how high tech it is or whatever. It's what the words say. That's what does the selling. So when we test static creatives, we see what copywriting speaks the most to your ideal client profile. And then we turn those into videos. The ones that are the highest performing, we turn into UGC style content. And because usually videos will convert more. So this is a step-by-step process. This is something that we do as an add-on. So we can talk about this if you book a call with our team. These are nurture sequences that we spend a week or two fully building for you, which means whenever someone clicks on your ad and opts in with their information, we have an entire sequence of workflows. I wonder if let me click on it. Maybe not. We go in and build from, well, we use a template, but we very much customize it to your exact audience, meaning if it's a law firm, there's going to need to be a different series of emails and text messages than if you were marketing to like a contractor or a roofing company. So we go in and build all of that for you, and we start with the research and all of the market data that we looked at to build those nurture sequences, which will continually convert more leads into more booked calls into more deals. So this whole thing is just to get you more deals, and it works wonderfully. Then we are now finally in the actual launch phase where most companies skip to really fast. We've spent the first few weeks laying the foundation. Now we're here. We are going to launch and split test ads from statics, some videos, We're really just testing different copy, like I said before, so we can find what copy converts the most. Then we turn off the losers over the next few weeks and optimize. We used to only have clients spend $50 a day, but we found that spending $100 a day to start gets the quickest optimization and data. So even though that might be uncomfortable for some people, just know that you are wasting your time if you are, number one, skipping all of the preliminary research and data collection, but also if you're too cheap to actually spend money on ads. You're going to get the best results when you spend more. So we work with people that have the budget to do it. When we optimize and we're cutting losers and we're optimizing for the KPIs and the metrics within Ads Manager like CPL, cost per mil, all of those, then we start to scale the spend because you're getting a return. If you're getting a 3x ROAS, there's no reason why you shouldn't double your spend, because if you put $1 into this darn thing, you're going to get $3 out. Why wouldn't you find as many dollars as you could to put into that, right? So we scale spend with you over time once we've done the optimization. Then at that point, this is more on your end, but when you automate fulfillment, then it essentially becomes a money machine. Paid ads become a literal money printer. And we are your designated team, your go-to fulfillment team when it comes to ads, to make sure that that money machine continues to run, stays well-oiled, taken care of, polished. That way you can scale your business predictably. And then you repeat. So that gives you a general roadmap, but I'll link this presentation in the video so you can actually go through and read step by step how to do this specifically. And just know, once again, this is how we've gotten so many countless results for our clients in different industries. And the reason we do it on a heavily performance basis is because we're confident we can do it. Just know that you have to have revenue to work with us. We do not work with startups unless you have seed capital and you can invest with us. We do not work with cheap people. We do not work with people that are trying to pinch pennies and find the easy way to scale their business, because the truth is that scaling businesses is not easy. It takes risk. You need to be willing to spend money, mostly on ads. And so we install the systems and we work with you to scale predictably and consistently over time. Book a call with our team to get a custom proposal for your exact company. Either way, you'll walk away with a custom proposal and an exact roadmap for how to scale your company, even if you don't end up working with us. So thanks for watching, and cheers.